Good afternoon, guys. We move on to episode number 13 today. Now, the number 13 is synonymous with being unlucky for a lot of people. Now, it's kind of unlucky for us as well because I had planned to livecom the S02 league game today, but unfortunately, when I recorded it, the sound didn't take, so we're going to have to play, well, we've played that one off camera now. I've had to delete the episode. So today's episode will feature us playing Manchester United in the Champions League. First round knockout leg 2. We lost 3-1 in our first game. Roll the intro, get into today's episode. Well, we've played a small handful of games since you last joined us in our episode against Manchester United. This was our first game that we played, and it was a 1-1 draw here with CFR Cluj after Kimura was sent off in the 6th minute. We really should have dealt with that and handed them a defeat. However, we couldn't finish in front of goal. We had 22 shots, only 8 on target. And it's just poor again. We just don't seem to be performing. Alin Tosca picked up man of the match there, the centre half, with a man of the match performance. We gave a start to Claudio Moldovan. His first start, a nice young player coming through. Hopefully he'll be more of a starter next season. But this was poor, and then we followed it up with a return to the old form with a 2-0 win over Batrana Duamna. Goals from Sol Bamba and Daniel Popescu on the score sheet. The two defenders, Sol Bamba picking up the Man of the Match award with an 8.2 rating. Vlad Archin with an assist with a 7.9. But again, the strikers weren't really performing as I'd hoped in this game, and it took our defenders to get us to break the deadlock. We scored a goal in the 41st and 66th minute, 27 shots at goal, 13 on target. And, you know, we were the better side in this. So we picked up a vital 3 points in this game. We then played FC Botoșani in the Romanian League Cup semi-final leg 2. Now, in the first leg, we lost 3-0, but only we could manage a 1-1 draw here, which means we lost 4-1 in aggregate against a team that aren't as good as us. Again, we did not perform. Charlie Adam getting on the score sheet in the 67th minute, but it was all too late really for us. We tried to attack from the outset. We had 16 shots at goal, the bulk of possession, but we just couldn't find the target. We had a lot of shots that went wide of goal. The keeper made a couple of good saves, but generally speaking, it was just poor performance again from us, and we just don't seem to be performing like we were midway through the season. The form's starting to drop off a bit. Last season we were really strong, last back end that meant that we ended up winning the Liga 1, but I'm not too sure this season's going to be our season, to be honest. But we're starting to show signs of tiredness. We've played quite a lot more games than a lot of the Romanian sides due to our success in Europe. I know we had the Europa League success last season, but the Champions League is up against much better sides. It's a whole new challenge, and this is beginning to show now in our games. And teams like FC Botoșani, we should be beating. So after that, we ended up playing Concordia Shajna, and we scraped to a 4-3 victory. Goals from Maniru, Rick Baldwin with a brace, and Harlem Naher in the 70th minute. Florin Razdan, Alin Dundea, and Christy Novacek on the score sheet for Shajna. We had 57% of play, 17 shots at goal, 10 of which were on target. Rick Baldwin with an 8.8 rating, but Florin Razdan picked up the Man of the Match award for Concordia Shajna with a 9.0 goal and an assist for that club. Now, after that game, we went and played Viitorul Constanța, and they absolutely hammered us. We picked up an injury with our goalkeeper, Valentin Kojakaru, which meant Florin Nita had to come in goal, and he too was injured during the game, but we couldn't bring anyone else on because we didn't really have anyone else to play. The team did not perform. Razvan Marin with 2 goals, man of the match with a 9.4. We had more shots. Not many were on target. We had more possession, but they battered us 4-0. Goals from Florin Koman, Carlo Kasap, and 2 from Razvan Marin, as previously mentioned, meant they ran out a very convincing 4-0 winners over us in the league. Now, the league is split up into the Liga 1 Championship playoffs. We've played one game in this, and we were 4 points, I think, behind S02, and we're now 7 points behind. It's going to be tough. I don't think we're going to be able to do it this year, but if we can get up in second or third, I think, you know, I could probably deal with that. Hopefully we can get some pressure back on the big teams. We've got Manchester United coming up in today's episode. Again, it's going to be a tough game as I expect. We got beat 3-1 in our last time we played them. And to be honest, they kind of got lucky. They got that big decision with the penalty, which wasn't really a penalty. Tamas put him down, and they got the late goal as well. I thought up until that point we were more than a match for them. They were probably marginally the better side. However, we did try our best throughout. We're going to go back to the 4-4-1-1 formation that we previously employed. We're going to be playing Florentino in goal. We've got we've got Robert Hodegea, Bernard Januzek, Alin Tosca and Popescu on the back line. Just sorting out the substitutions, guys. Bear with me a moment. Holland Hare, Davidas Matulavicius and Rohanins we can bring in as well. Yeah, so sorry about that, guys. So we've got Popescu, Tosca, Hodegea, Januzek across the back. We've got Popper, Archie, Maganovic and Adam, Rick Baldwin, and we've also got Will Keane leading the line against his old club. Now, bearing in mind we're away from home today, we're at Old Trafford. We're up against a really solid Man United side. Not too hopeful, really. We're going to go into it anyway, and hopefully we can get something out of this game today. Although, come on, let's be honest, they're a much better side than us. They beat us in the Europa League, and they're probably going to beat us again. But we're going to try our best, as always, here at Steaua Bucuresti. So we've kicked off here for the first half, and it is Steaua Bucuresti kicking from left to right, and it is Will Keane on the ball. Finds Popescu. Popescu tries a cross, but it comes off their number 36. Ball goes out for a throw-in, and it's Daniel Popescu with the throw. And that is the end of that highlight, guys. Join me again when the ball comes back. So we're going to the highlight here, and it's Alin Tosca to Charlie Adam, to Daniel Popescu, to Alin Tosca, to Adam, back to Popescu, to Aganovic. Adnan Aganovic cuts inside, plays the ball to Vlad Archim, who finds Rick Baldwin in space, but it's dispossessed by Morgan Schneidlin, who finds Marcus Rashford, who advances forward. He's shown a killer bit of pace here, Marcus Rashford. Finds Henrik Mkhitaryan, who now cuts inside, takes a shot, cannons off the defender, ball goes out for a corner. Manchester United on the attack here, and they're looking alright so far. It's 3-1 Man United on aggregate. Nita comes out, misses the ball. Ibrahimovic on the edge of the area, turns, plays it back to Matteo Darmian, up towards Luke Shaw. Hodegea gets a head on it. Rashford now wide left to Darmian. He's got players around him. That is the end of that highlight. We're 15 minutes in. If we can save this from being a cricket score on aggregate, I'll be quite pleased. Popper gets ahead, but Laporte plays Schneidlin in, who finds Mata, turns, finds Smalling. Schneidlin plays the ball to his right while Mata's on the ball, does a little bit of a dummy there, plays in Mkhitaryan. He's got Ibrahimovic to his left. Ibrahimovic strikes it with his left foot, rifles it into the top corner, and Manchester United take a 1-0 lead here over Steaua Bucuresti, 18 minutes into the game. The wheels have come off the campaign of Steaua Bucuresti here. We're failing in the league, we're failing in Europe, we're failing in the League Cup. Everything is going wrong. Will we get through the season, or will I get the sack? Who knows? Who knows? Laporte, Mkhitaryan with the shot. Ball cannons off the defender. No, it doesn't. It goes out for a goal kick. Manchester United on the attack here. It's Paul Pogba. Takes a shot, but Nita with a good save there. Manages to get a hand on it. Ball played out wide to Januzek. Just coming up to half time now, and Aganovic gets the ball from Darmian. Finds Popescu, who's got look out to your wide left, son. Oh, Ibrahimovic. How has he missed that? It's easier to score than miss that one. And we're coming up to half time. I'm going to aggressively tell the lads that that was absolutely terrible. They just aren't performing, are they? Laporte to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw cuts inside, finds Ibrahimovic, but Hodegea gets a foot on it, up towards Smalling. We're going to have to get some loan players in next season, if we can get through to next season. We've had one shot at goal, which was off target. Just isn't happening. Will King can come off. We're going to bring on Harlem No Hair in the target man position. See if he can bring any change to our game. Keane hasn't done anything at all for us. Januzek to Archim, Pogba, Ibrahimovic, Juan Mata. Oh, Juan Mata puts it wide of goal. Could have made it 2 there, but thankfully he didn't. Popescu out wide to Aganovic. Tosca to Popescu. To Pogba. Juan Mata to Ibrahimovic, but Hodegea mops up the danger. Plays in Rick Baldwin. Baldwin to Harlem Naher. Baldwin, Juan Mata. Ibrahimovic goes round one. He's got Mata in the box. Mkhitaryan finds Mata. Rashford with a shot. Great save from Florinita. Tips it round the post. Really good save that from the Romanian stopper. Pogba. They're just all over us, aren't they, here? Rashford. Harlem the hair on the ball now. The target man. But dispossessed by Morgan Schneiderlin. Smalling. Laporte to Pogba to Schneiderlin. Mkhitaryan to Juan Mata. The ball going into the nice areas here for Man United. Tosca with a good tackle off Ibrahimovic. Dispossesses him. Puts the ball out for a throw-in. We're an hour into the game now, guys. And he's 1-0 here. Man United 4-1 in aggregate. And let's face it, we're out of the Champions League. So Man United have a corner here in the 62nd minute. And it's going to be Henrik Mkhitaryan. Plays the ball in, but it's dispossessed. Mkhitaryan to Juan Mata. Good tackle there from Rohan Ince, who's just come on as a substitute. Plays it upfield towards Harlem the Hair. And that is the end of that highlight, guys. We haven't got long left in this game now. 20 or so minutes left to go. And it's Rooney. Lofts the ball towards Rashford, who shows a devilish turn of pace there to get there ahead of their number 13. In towards Giraldez. Memphis Depay cuts inside, takes a shot. Lovely shot there from Memphis Depay. He makes it 2-0 on the day to Manchester United. 5-1 on aggregate to the Red Devils. Lovely side foot there, and Memphis Depay takes it on his right foot, cuts inside. Lovely little move to the side. Beautiful finish there. Keeper no chance whatsoever, and Memphis Depay rightly celebrates that. The Manchester United crowd are going wild for that one. Pogba to Giraldez. Giraldez releases Rashford, who shows a killer turn of foot again, but Nita is apt and makes the save. Out wide to Popescu to Rick Baldwin. We're coming up towards the last 10 minutes of the game now here, guys, and we are definitely out of Europe now. I can't see us scoring 5 goals in the last 10 minutes. We've had 1 shot at target all game, and it looks like we're going to slump to another defeat here. Aganovic inside to Pogba, who gets it away. Rashford on the ball now. Tosca with a good tackle late in the game. They're surely about to blow the whistle. The Man United fans are making the whistle sound noise, and it is Malenko brings proceedings to a close. And unfortunately, we have lost on aggregate to Manchester United. Now, I kind of anticipated that at the start. We are out of the Champions League. We made it through to the first knockout round. We managed to get through the group stages, but unfortunately that is as far as we get this season. We've been awarded 5.16 million. Will Keane hasn't done anything for us since he's arrived here. Unfortunately, we are now out of the Champions League, as I've mentioned, which leaves just the league for us this season, I believe. Or have we still got... We've got the Cup of Romane quarter-finals. We've got Astra Giurgiu. Do you know what, guys? I'm a bit disheartened by this season. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and play the Astra Giurgiu game, the Romane quarter-final, Craiova, Shazna and Constanta all off camera. And then depending on how that goes, we might come back for another live com against Dinamo Bucuresti on the 21st of the 4th. But if we don't pick up results, I'll probably skip to next season and start afresh. Try and bring in some new players with the money that we've accrued from our Europe run this season. Finances are looking pretty decent. We should hopefully get more of a transfer budget next season. We need to make a few changes with the squad. Hopefully we can get ourselves a good youth intake. We've got a couple of okay ones. We've got Carlo Danciu. We've got Adrian Vincien. He looks okay for a 16-year-old. He's progressing nicely, but we need to do something. And to be honest, this run here, it's soul destroying for me, and I'm sure it is for you guys watching. But guys, I'm afraid that is it for the Champions League for this season. Join us again in our next episode to see how we either get on against Dinamo Bucharest or how we finish the season. But for today, guys, I'm out of time. If you enjoyed the episode and the series as a whole, please leave a like on the video down below. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. That will enable you to see more content when it's available. And if you've got any comments to leave on the series or this episode, please leave them down below and I'll reply to them all when I can. Take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.